Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Crochet Studio 22. In today's video, we'll be making this crochet lace tee, or a bolero as some of you might call it. This is how it looks from the up close. It is a very simple pattern. We will be making it just from the two panels, and as you can maybe see, we will be joining them here in the middle. This is how it looks from the back. You can make it in any length that you want. You can make your sleeves longer or shorter if you want. It is again a very easy pattern. If you're really bored, you can make it in one day. If not so much, then over the weekend. So for this pattern and for this particular bolero, I have been using this kind of yarn. This is a cotton blend. It is 80% yarn and 20%, I'm not sure, it's written other fibers. But it's really nice, very light and very soft for this kind of hot weathers. So we will be working in our rows. As I said, we'll be making two panels and then joining them together. And the first panel we will be doing vertically. Okay, so when you are measuring for your foundation chain, even though I will explain that later again, you need to take your measures from here like this around your shoulder and then here to the back. So that will be your foundation chain, and that will be the length of your foundation chain. So remember, go from here, cross your chest, around your shoulder, and then all the way to the back, as long as you want it to be. It can be more cropped, again, it can be longer. The decision is up to you. Just remember, when you are making your foundation chain, it needs to be in the multiples of 6, and then in the end +2. So this is it. I hope that you will like it, and let's start it on making this tea. Hey guys, we are back. So we are about to start our crochet tea, and I already have one panel done. As I told you before, this is done very simply in just two panels, and I want to show you how one looks like. So this is what we will be making right now. So first we will be making our body, and after that we will go into the sleeve. So when measuring, go, as you can see, it is done like this, and then we are putting it together, and this is what we need to get. So I'm making mine to be a little bit cropped, as you can see. So what you need to measure, what I did, I went from my waist in the front around my shoulder, okay, and then to the back. So you need to make your foundation chain in the multiples of 6, and then in the end add +2. Okay, so I ended up with chaining 140 chains. Okay, but regardless, take your measures. That's the best way to know how many chains you will need. Just make sure that when you are making your chains, you do them in the multiples of 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and then in the end just add 2 more chains. So I will see you guys at the end of my chain. I finished my foundation chain, and now we will be going into the third chain from the loop, which is 1, 2, 3, this one right here. But if you're guys following me, you know that I don't work in these chains on the side. I always flip my work, and when it comes to the foundation chains, I work in these little bumps on the top, because that leaves us with a very neat ending here. So we will be going into the 1, 2, 3, into the third one, and make your double crochet. Now when you make your double crochet, put a stitch marker into this stitch here. So when we are coming back, we know that this is our last stitch. And now we will be going and placing a double crochet in each and every stitch all the way until the end of our first row. Okay, so double crochet in each and every stitch until the end of this first row. Don't make it tight. Keep your work loose, and I will see you at the end of it. I finished our first row, and now we will start our second row. In our second row, once we finish it, we're not chaining anything. We're just going to turn our work and into the very first stitch, which is this one here, we are going to place a single crochet. So just a single crochet, and that's our first one. So this is where we are going to put our stitch marker. And now we are going to chain 2, 1, 2, into the third stitch, 1, 2, 3. Into the third one, we are going to place a double crochet. And then we are going to chain 2. And in the same stitch, we will be placing another double crochet. And again, we are going to chain 2. And into the third stitch, 1, 2, 3. Into the third one, we are placing a single crochet. And this is what you guys should get. It's like, it looks like a half of a lemon to me, to be honest. So again, we are going to chain 2 in the third stitch. 1, 2, 3. In the third stitch, put a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the same stitch, chain 2, single crochet in the third one, and again chain 2, double crochet in the third, chain 2, double crochet in the same stitch. So these are the 2 double crochets in one stitch, chain 2, and into the third stitch, 1, 2, 3, single crochet. So this is what you should be getting by now, okay, these half circles. And this is what you will be alternating till the end of this second row. So we are chaining 2 in the third stitch, double crochet, chain 2, same stitch, double crochet, then chain 2 again, and in the third stitch, single crochet. And like that, guys, you will be working till the end of this row, and I will come back where we are going to start together our third row. I've reached the end of my row 2 and finished with a single crochet. Now we are going to turn our work, and in the very same stitch we are going to place a single crochet. So that is one single. And now in this loop on the left, put your hook through it, pull out the yarn. You have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through. We made another single crochet. These are the 2 stacked single crochets. I call them the tower of 2. Instead of chaining, I like to make these little, I call them towers, because it makes our edges more neat. Now we will be working in this V space here, and throughout this third row we will be working only here in the V's. And now we need to make, I call them petals, but actually these are the 2 double crochets together. So we will do this like this. We yarn over, go in the middle of this V, yarn over, pull through 2, and you stay with the 2 loops on the hook. Don't finish your double crochet. Again, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3. Okay, now we are going to chain 2. Into the very same space, we're gonna repeat these 2 double crochets together. So we go in, don't finish your double crochet, you have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull again, and now we have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And now we are going to chain 2 again, and we are going to repeat the same process in the same space. So go in, double crochet, don't finish it, yarn over, go into the same space, 3 loops on the hook, and yarn over through all 3. And you guys should get something that looks like this. Okay, so now we are not chaining or anything, we are just going straight away into the next space, this one here, this between 2 double crochets of the previous row. So we are going into that space straight with 2 double crochets together. Don't finish it, yarn over again, and pull through all 3, chain 2, again in the same space, 2 double crochets together, pull through all 3, chain 2, again 2 double crochets together, pull through all 3. So in this 1V space you should have these 3. I call them petals because they look like petals. And this is what we will be doing till the end of our row 3. So in each and every this V space, go in and make your three petals with the chain 2 spaces in between, but the chain 2 spaces in between are just the spaces between these petals. So now we are yarning over and going straight into this space here. Don't finish it. When you have 3 loops on the hook, pull through all 3 of them, then chain 2. Repeat again. This is the second one. Through all three loops, chain 2 again, and again 2 double crochets together. So this is what you guys should be getting, and this is what we will be making all the way till the end of our row 3, and I will meet you back there. We are at the end of the row 3, and this is what we got so far. So now once you finish here in this very last stitch, take out your stitch marker, and in that last stitch just place a double crochet. And this is what we got so far. Now we are going to start our row 4. We are just going to turn our work, and in the very same stitch here, place a single crochet. We will be making a tower of 2, okay? Single crochet. In the left loop only, go in, pull out, and yarn over. And put your stitch marker back into this very first stitch. And now chain 1, and in this empty space here, place a double crochet. Again, chain 1, a double crochet in the next chain 2 space. Chain 1, and then double crochet here in this empty space here. Okay, and again chain 1, double crochet here in the empty space, chain 1, double crochet here in the empty space. So basically in this row 4 we are making double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and we are putting our double crochets in each and every empty space that we have from our previous row. Okay, so here in between, and then the chain 1, and again here in between, and the chain 1. So this is what you should be getting, guys. I'm just spreading it like this, so if you need, you can take a screenshot just like to remember till the end of the row where you should be placing your double crochets. So we will be doing this double crochet, chain 1, double crochet goes into each and every empty space all the way until the end of this row 4, and I will meet you guys at the end of the row. Now at the end of this row 4, you will not be making your double crochet in this empty space. You're going to chain 1 and make your double crochet in this very last stitch here. Okay guys, so here in the very last stitch make your double crochet, and this is the end of our row 4. Now we will be starting our row 5, and we're again going to turn our work, and we will start with the tower of 2 again. So here in the very same stitch, single crochet, go from the left loop and another one, place your stitch marker. This cotton is okay. This row, let's say, is the simplest one. In this row we will be placing a double crochet in each and every stitch. So to start off, we are going here in this chain here. I'm having a little bit troubles putting through 2 loops because of the material. So go in each and every loop. I won't be working in the empty space. I'm actually in this row gonna work in the chains, meaning that I will try to put 2 loops on the hook. So go and place a double crochet in each and every stitch all the way until the end of this row 5, and I will see you guys at the end of it. I finished the 5th row, and this is what we have made so far, guys. So what we are going to do now for the row 6 and 7, we will be repeating the 5th one. So the rows 6 and 7 that we will be doing now are the rows of the double crochets in each and every stitch. Each row we will be starting with the tower of 2. So you just turn your work, and in the very first stitch you will make a single crochet, and then just from this left loop here, put your hook through, and then another one, and in there place your stitch marker like this, and continue with the double crochet in each and every row. So in the end, in the total, we should have 3 rows of the double crochet. Okay, so this is the 1, 2, and we will make the 3rd one. Okay, and I will see you guys at the end once we finish all of this. And don't forget, start every row of the double crochets, now the next 2 with the tower of 2. So see you later, guys. And I am back with our row 7 finished, and this is how it looks right now. Here at the beginning we have 1 row of the double crochets, then this 3 rows here and 3 rows of the double crochet. So from now on you will be repeating as a pattern from row 2 until the row 7. So in your next row you will start with the row 2, which is this half lemons as I'm calling them, 3 petals in the middle, and then double crochet chain 1, and after that the 3 double crochets. So the pattern will be going like this. This is how we will be wearing it. I made mine previous to be 25 centimeters wide, like this. So make it wide as much as you want, as much as you need it, guys. But as wide as you make it, make sure that you finish with the 1 row of the double crochet. Okay, so yes, here in the middle we are having the 3 rows of the double crochet. Okay, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, but we begin with the 1 row of the double crochet and we finish with the 1 row of the double crochet. So again, this one is almost 25 centimeters wide. I will continue with this one, and once we finish the body part, then I will come back, guys, to show you the part where we are going to do our sleeves. So happy crochet, and I will see you later, guys. We are back after finishing mine actually second panel. This is how it looks like, and as you can see, I finished here with 1 row of the double crochets. So what we are going to do now is we are going to make a placement for our sleeves. And how do you determine your sleeves is the best way is to take a measuring tape or just take a rope and measure it around your arms, let's say around your armpits, and whichever length you get, put it on your work. See how many stitches that is. So for me, I need 67 stitches to be here in the middle. I already marked them, as you can see. And since I had initially 139 stitches, minus 67 is 72. And we divide that with 2 is 36. So I'm counting from here 36 stitches and from here 36 stitches. And that includes the ones where my stitch markers are in. So what we need to do now is take our, where is my hook here? Take our yarn and make a loop. So we are going to attach the yarn. So take your yarn, and where is your stitch marker? Go in and secure it like this. Let me just, okay, like this. And I will now take out this stitch marker, and then from the same place make a single crochet. Okay, so if you didn't see that, I got a little bit off the camera. So here is where I attached my yarn. So from the same stitch, make a single crochet like this, and we're gonna make it stacked. So from the left loop, just make 1 more, and then put your stitch marker. And what we're going to do is we're gonna go in each and every stitch, make a double crochet, and we're gonna do that for the next 2 rows. Okay, so basically we're repeating the pattern exactly like we did before. But why only 2 rows of the double crochets is because, as you can see here, we already have 1 row of the double crochets, and here in the middle we always made 3 rows of the double crochets. So now what we're going to do is we're gonna go and make additional 2 rows of the double crochets, including the stitch where your stitch marker is, okay? And then just continue for your rows, you know, 2 to 7, including these ones. And let me show you how I made mine. So the one that I already did looks like this. And again, I just made one pattern with the holes here, and I ended with the 1 row of the double crochets. But again, if you want your sleeves to be longer, you can absolutely repeat the rows as long as you like it until you reach your desired length of the sleeves. So this is pretty much it for the sleeves. Nothing so complicated. I just wanted to show you how to calculate where to place your stitch markers and when to start your sleeves. So once we finish this, basically both our panels are done, and after that we'll be joining these 2 panels, and I will come back once I finish this and we get ready for joining. We're back with both of our panels finished, and this is how they look like. And now what is left for us to do is just to make the joining of them. So first we will be joining them here on the sides. I already made this one, as you can see, and the joining part looks like this. So now we will go on and I will show you how to join on this other one. So here at the end, I have this tail hanging, which is pretty long, and just my new yarn, I'm going to attach them together. So I join my yarns like this, and I like to leave my tails a bit longer because then it is easier to weave them in. And the second one, second, like this, and pull together. So this is how our edges look like, and what you need to do right now is through the second hole, the back one, and from this panel, the front one. We will be working like this, the back and the front loops. Yarn over and pull through. And again, we are going here at the back, here through the front loop, yarn over and pull through all the loops. Just don't make your work, don't make it tight, because your work is going to crumble. All you have to do is put your 2 panels together. You don't need to make it tighter or, you know, crumble it in order to lose the structure and the look of it. So very lightly, just put the pieces, these two pieces together, and we will be working like this, this is basically the slip stitch connection. This is what it is called, and like this we will be working all the way until the end, all the way here. And once you reach this point here, where is the sleeve, because they are exactly the same, just keep them together like this, one behind another, and work in between. Doesn't really matter here, you don't have the loops so beautifully visible like here, so here it's more gonna go by your own feeling where you want to put your needle through. Again, the most important thing is to just put 2 pieces together. Don't make it tight or anything. Even if it is looser and some holes remain, it's really not going to matter because it will be under your arm, won't be so visible, but again, it is going to fit into the structure of the whole piece. So once we finish this, then we will go to the front and I will show you how to do the front connection. So my panels are attached here on the sides and they look like this. So once it is stretched out, it's gonna look like we made 3 rows of the double crochet. And as you can see here at the back in the middle, I already connected it. And this is what we are going to do again. So I'm just going to flip my work to be on the wrong side. And as you can see, I already put a stitch marker until where I want my opening part to be, actually until where I want to make the connection. So for this one, I used 43 stitches. So 43 stitches I will be using to join this. You guys can measure it as much as you want it to have your open part. Just try it on yourself. That is always the best way to determine the size or how many stitches you will need. So what we are going to do, we are going to make a loop like this, and okay, so this is our piece like this. Okay, so we will be joining from here, okay, like this. So let me flip it. And what we are going to do now is we are going to take these two, and again we will be working here from the back loop to the front loop here. So right now here, from here, we are first going to attach our yarn. 1 second. This, take your loop and chain 1. Okay, and now take your other piece, and here we are going here from the back loop. Let me just try to find it. My light is not so good here. So here is a back loop, and here to the front loop, yarn over and pull through all of them. So basically it's the same way, just like we did on the side. So the back loop, and here we are going to the front loop. And as I said previously, keep your stitches loose and light. You don't want to make it tight, because if you make them tight, your work is going to crumble, and you don't want that. You want to keep it as straight as possible, and keep your stitching here quite loose. I'm also here trying to work around the tail, so I don't need to weave it in later. So here we are going to the back loop. From here is the front loop, yarn over and pull through all 3. And we're going to repeat the same process: front loop, back loop, yarn over and pull through. So you will be alternating like this with this kind of slip stitch joining all the way until your stitch marker. And once you reach your stitch marker, just cut it off with the slip stitch and weave in your tail, and after that we will be done.